Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for another video. Now, it's coming up to Blackpool. Blackpool is just around the corner, and everybody is excited. And one of the things that people are most excited about is hanging out in the dealer hall. Nobody wants to see the shows. Nobody wants to see the lectures. You want to go up to the dealers, and you want to see the latest trick. You want to see the thing that is going to make you famous, make you successful. And there's over 200 dealers at Blackpool this year, 200 individual producers, dealers, and magic shops. And so these videos are designed to help you work out what the best tricks are that you're going to see at Blackpool. And in order to do that, I'm interviewing the movers, shakers, and the creators within this industry. And today I am speaking to somebody who needs no introduction to Magic TV. He is an incredible performer, an incredible creator. He has, I would say he's probably the number one expert at bar magic in Europe. I don't think there's anybody that touches this man. He's helped more magicians become successful than anybody I know. He is the owner and CEO of the world famous Smoke and Mirrors magic bar and theatre in Bristol, which is the highest rated the highest rated venue in Bristol, period. But on top of all of that, he also runs MB Magic and brings out banger after banger after banger at every Blackpool. He comes to Blackpool with a mission, and the mission is very simple: to bring out incredible magic. And because this guy works in the real world for real people, everything that he brings out is always super commercial. And we're about to find out what he's bringing out this year. With no further ado, let me introduce the man of the hour, the man, the myth, the legend, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, the one and only Mark Bennett. How you doing, Mark?
Oh, mate. Wow, that's that. You breathe during that intro there?
Not
That
really,
was
not
just
once.
that was you want to stick some commas in there.
I know, right?
Thank you, my
How you,
friend.
how you
Thank you.
doing, buddy? You
Thank you.
okay?
Yeah,
You
I'm
well?
good. You're looking good. I think you've slimmed down.
I'm on a diet. It's killing me. Um,
You're looking fantastic. You're looking
I'm trying.
fantastic.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I've lost a chunk of weight, but I'm trying to lose more. Um, oh yeah, you look fantastic, mate.
Thanks,
I
yeah,
mean,
thanks, mate.
your
Thanks.
your your your
More
your
about you though.
your head looks extra special shiny today. So that's no. In all seriousness, man. In all seriousness, and I mean every word when I say about this. Every single Blackpool, you bring out some crazy, awesome stuff, and I think it's because you're a worker. Even though you don't do much close up now, I know that you focus mainly on stage because of your venue and the type of gigs that you do, but you've been performing close up and stage for so long. I think you can just look at a trick and you'll immediately know, yeah, that's going to work. That's not going to work. Do you know what I mean? I think that you've got an eye
Yeah,
for
I
commercial.
think I'm disappointed in myself that I don't have much more stage stuff, but there is some really great stuff out there
Mm,
that suits me. Like every year I say it, I goes, I've got to get rid of Cue the Magic. I've got to get rid of it. I've got to get rid of it, and I can't get rid of Cue the Magic. I love it. I've it just works for me. It's very me. What I've added to it and all the bits and bobs to make that routine, and it's a staple. And then I think, right, I know I've got to come up with something, and I've got my ideas that I've scribbled down, and I'm overthinking it, and I'm thinking, oh, this kind of stuff. But then something will send a little spark through my head, and to say, yeah, that is, why is that still that? Why can't it be something else? Why can't it be a little bit more organic? Why can't it be a little bit more today? When Get Smarty came out, it was, as we've spoken before, Get Smarty was something to do like from an old trick from Mark Leverage, and it came into something else, and I closed my
Well,
show.
get smarty is something that I've seen so many working pros use. I don't know how well you know Chris Williams over at the Magic Bar Live. I don't know if you've ever been to the Magic Bar
I
Live.
still haven't been, no.
I've been there several times because my wife loves Llandudno, and my kids have performed there, and I've seen Chris Williams perform many, many times, and probably the last four times that I've seen him, he's closed his show with Get Smarty twice. And what I love about it is when I see him do it, it's very, very different to how you do it. He's like giving chocolate out to everyone at all the tables at the beginning of the show, and and that's what I love about it. Most stage performers that I really respect, they all do get smarty, and they all do it slightly differently.
Yeah, I think, it's one of those ones, isn't it? Is how do you get? You don't ever think that you obviously when you come up with a magic trick, you come up for it for yourself. It's for you to perform, and then some people say, "Oh no, that would be really good out in the market, etc." But like the video, I wasn't expecting you to send me a video today of something that I asked about you many, many times. Are you going to release it? And you are releasing it, and I was quite disappointed that you are releasing it. But you know what I mean? But it's out there now because it's
Yep.
yours. It's yours, and
Yeah.
But you think like, well, why can't people have those reactions that you get when you're performing it? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
And everyone will put their little spin on it. Some of them may not. They'll just do it as it's done. But like with Get Smarty, it's now there's this which Christy Frost helped me with, where it's Nesta Smarties. So
Oh,
within
brilliant.
the jumbo set is a smaller set, and then the smaller set is the ring, and for that, and I think there was a comment came out. Christy Frost said, when these came out just before Christmas, he just went out and bought every single jumbo pack of Smarties, and it's one of those ones that obviously you can't do all the time unless you have a ton of them, and but with Smarties, they're there, and
Yeah.
and I thought this year, and it's well, that one of them that's coming out at Blackpool has been ready, it's been tested, and it's been going since the early beginning of the summer, and I'm super excited about it. But I also want to say to comment, I'll say it here as well, but it's on the instructional video and all this kind of stuff, and the intro for the trailer, which is still not ready yet. But is Alex Kirk from Monster Magic, because the trick I'm going to talk to you about now is called Get Saucy.
Now, I just want to say something, which is when you bring out Get Saucy, it's going to have a limited tutorial, but I begged you to let me be involved with this, and that's rare
Yeah.
because normally I get so many people asking me to be involved with the stuff. I'm like, and I knock people back left, right, and center. But when I saw this and you showed me this, I was like, please, please let me be involved with this. And we haven't had time to film a big. I've come up with 25 routines for this thing. After Blackpool, I'm going to be filming this whole huge tutorial for it because
So
there's so much you can do with this that it's incredible.
for those people who hopefully do buy Get Saucy, there will be two tutorials you can choose from. The classic Mark Bennett 6-minute track tutorial, 6 minutes. Maybe I may push to 8, and then you can obviously click the next link and
It's going
get
to be a 5 hour behemoth. Yeah.
9 hours.
It's one of those tricks that you look at and you go, oh, you can do that with it. Oh, you can do that with it. You can do that with it, but you can do that with it. You can do that with it. This is, as much as I love everything that you've ever brought out, I think this is the best thing, Mark. I really do.
I'm really, really happy with it. And I'm obviously with Alex Kirk, I'll tell you what happened was, and with Get Saucy, it's a color changing penknife routine. That's what it is. It's taking it into the 21st century, and it is using sauce packets.
Which is just a genius idea. It's a genius
And
idea, but you get in the package. I hope you. Okay, you tell the Alex Kirk story because I want to kind of
yeah,
talk.
so I thought to myself, I thought, oh Christ, how? And I looked through all my boxes everywhere because I had a color changing penknife set somewhere because I never sell magic. I never, get rid of it. It's in a box somewhere or in a drawer somewhere. And I couldn't find my color changing penknives anywhere. And I thought, oh, I don't really want to buy another set because I know I've got a set somewhere. And I thought, who opens up all the new magic that comes out, checks it, looks at it, plays with it, and does all of that before they put it on their website and sell it? And I thought, Alex Kirk. And I thought, look, all I need to know, Alex, can you just help me out here? What's the the size of a colour changing penknife? How long are they? Because I can't find mine anywhere. And he goes, why do you want to know? I goes, well, I've got this idea on a source. And he went, stop. Can I just send you a video? I said, okay. So I pulled over, sent me a video, and I went, bollocks. Bollocks. And I goes, did you? He goes, yeah, I've been kind of playing with it, but I don't know what to do with it. You know, I haven't got an idea what I want to do with it. But he goes, so where are you with it? And I goes, well, I've designed it. I've got this idea of how I want to do it. This is the ending I want to do with it. And he goes, you're well ahead of me, and off you go. And I thought it was, you know, what a wonderful, it's pretty, everyone will say, and they'll comment underneath here, that Alex Kirk is one of the nicest guys in the industry. And
I wish somebody would find some dirt on him, because he's so nice. He's so nice. It's sickening. I hope to find some dirt on him.
Epstein
like
files.
He snips
Epstein
people's
files.
feet when they're
He's
asleep.
He's in there.
If his name does appear in the Epstein files, it's probably in relation to Alex said don't go. Like
so then, and obviously when I came up with the bits and bobs, and I thought to myself, there's got to be, what do you always end on with the colour changing pen knives? They always turn into a rainbow. And I went, rainbow? Well, wait a minute. And this is going to be the ending.
I mean, that's just ridiculous.
So what will happen here is this becomes a hot rod.
It's a hot rod.
It's a hot rod ending. But the kicker ending on it is that the source that they choose is inside this packet where it is. And it's just, you don't have to do it that way if you don't want to do that. But what you get with Get Saucy, and you get everything in there, you get the sealer to seal it all up. You get the syringe, you get the hundreds and hundreds of labels to create your own little colour changing penknife routine. And so you can, in theory, you get a Frenchaise and ketchup, you get Tabasco, you get barbecue, you get Hellman's. So you can actually go from table to table and actually change your pen knives if you want. But I saw a beautiful comment when I put a post up the other day, and someone just turned around and says, finally, I can actually pick something off the floor in a restaurant and actually say, did you drop this? And instead of a pen knife, I pick up a sauce packet, you know.
That's great.
And it's the reactions are great. The ending for you know, even just this one of the color changing penknife, of, you know, just placing that in your hand and then bringing this one over here, and we've got this one over here, but no, that's the ketchup, and the sauce is over here. You know what I mean? It's just, that reaction is just like, as you would expect from any color changing.
I've got so much stuff you can do with this, and the beautiful thing is that you can fill it with anything that you want to. So you can have like a transposition. So you could have, for example, a ketchup packet and a mustard packet, because you get normal ones as well in there, as well as gimmicked ones. You get so many. You can have for example, imagine this: you could have a mustard packet and a ketchup packet, but you fill the ketchup with mustard and the mustard with ketchup. So now you bring out two, and you say you're going to make them change places, and you give one to one person to hold, one to the other person to hold. They hold them tightly, and you go, there you go, it's changed places. No, not the packets, the contents. I mean, the amount.
And these are genuine sauce packets, but they've been made to a specific size as well, so they will fit in your palm and your hand. So there's no flash, etc. And this is the nice thing about it is that it's been designed I haven't just gone off and just said, just send me empty sachets. It's been thought about, and it's been thought about. You know, you also, within the box, you get 25 of each of these reveals. So there's 100 of these reveals of the hot rods. But you also get a turkey baster. And the only reason you get a turkey baster is because the dozy person who was filling them put a turkey baster in there, not the syringe. So, and they're all packed up. I ain't opening them all. So there'll be a little
I
syringe.
get saucy from Mark Bennett and MB Magic, and
But
not
you get a
only
free
an
turkey
amazing
baster.
trick, but
Free
also
turkey
you'll get a free
baster with
turkey baster.
every purchase. A free turkey baster with every purchase. You know what I mean? I should have released it at Christmas. You know what I mean? I completely lost out there. But you do get the bits and bobs, and
I love
it's
how many labels you get in there. You get so many.
yeah,
Like I hate it when you buy a trick and it's like you've got enough to do 6 performances and then you're gonna have to figure it out. Like you've got
yeah.
so many in here. You'd be
You got 25 of each. You get six different color changing pen knives in theory that you can have in your pocket and ready to go. You get the 25 of each source as the hot rods. So 100 performances in theory before you have to get a refill, etc. But we have to mention that this is a co-release, and it's with the wonderful people at Alakazam.
so at some point it's going to be coming out to a wider audience through
Yeah,
Alakazam for yourself.
yeah,
Obviously, for the foreseeable, it's only going to be available directly from you.
only for
Uh,
myself. Yeah,
and the other thing that I love about this, I mean, there's so much to love about it. It's so commercial. You've talked a lot about how you can go into a restaurant and you can say you drop there, and yeah, you're a working pro. There are probably 90% of people at Blackpool are going to be amateurs, hobbyists, social performers, people that for a social performer, this is great. First of all, I have sauce packets lying around all over my kitchen because the kids will have a takeout and it'll come with sauce packets and we won't use them all. It's a very common thing to have lying around in your kitchen. So
yeah.
if you've got friends coming around for a house party or whatever, and you've got a couple of friends coming around, it's very simple to go, oh, hey, let me show you something with this sauce. And it's just perfectly organic. Or you're going out with friends in a restaurant. You don't perform professionally, but you're going out with friends. You have one of these in your pocket. And if you go to a restaurant like a Hungry Horse or something, where there's a little thing and it's got all the sauce in, you just slip one of those in. When you sit down, nobody knows. And then you go, hey, you want to see a trick I've been working on? Let me grab one of those sauce packets. And now you're
I,
performing
I
absolute miracles.
I've been doing it as it's like, have you ever, you see the ivy up on Clifton, the ivy in Clifton? They go, yeah, yeah, the ivy. I went, yeah, that's the sauce I was given. No word of a lie. That was the sauce I was given. And when I tell this story, and people are like, oh my God, are you kidding? I went, I know. I said, do you have any mustard and ketchup? And they just dropped this on my table. I was disgusted. Those kind of stuff. But I was disgusted. And it's because it doesn't matter. We're magicians. We're allowed to lie. That's our job. And making that little bit of fun thing of like, going, really? I can't wait for them to jump on social media. And go, the ivy. Blah, blah, blah.
I can't wait to see the sort of for people to see what I've come up with it. Like, even if you just do it, like one thing I've been having a lot of fun with is you walk up to somebody and you say, look, you're gonna have to trust me here. Hold your hand out like this. I'm going to put something in your hand. It's not weird, I promise, but I don't want you to see what it is. It's a prediction. And you put this in their hand without even showing them what it is. So they're holding onto this sauce packet. Now I just use digital force bag to force two sources out of a list of 100, thank you, ChatGPT, to two separate spectators. And I say to the first spectator, what were you thinking of? And they say the presentation is the difference between magic and mentalism. Let me show you some mentalism. You've been holding something the whole time. What were you thinking of? Mayo. Open up your hand. Oh my God, it's a thing of mayo. Now that's not magic though. Magic is changing this into what you were thinking of. What are you thinking of? Ketchup. Oh, it didn't work. No, open it up. And now it's ketchup inside. And there's
Nice.
so many different things you can do with this, Mark. It's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Thank you, pal. I
Absolutely
really do
brilliant.
appreciate it. Do appreciate it. It is it's a fun thing. It is a fun thing. And my next release, I think Matt spoke about it a lot more on his video. I don't know if his is before mine or after mine. I think because you've already filmed Matthew, haven't you?
Yes, yes.
So
It's very exciting that you and Matt Wright have developed Magic's Marvel Cinematic Universe. I said this to Matt, you and Matt have developed this universe where it's never going to end. It's the noble cinematic universe, and there's like so many different things that are coming out, and it's so believable.
it's the noble 52 franchise or the
I got to tell
King's
you this while I
Secret.
pick, just one sec. I got to tell you this. I haven't told you, I haven't told Matt this. I was at a gig last week,
Yeah.
and it was a corporate gig, and I walked up to a group, and I was performing magic, and great reactions. Went up to this table, and the CEO was on the table, or somebody, what the high up guy, and he came up. You know, like sometimes you go up to a group of people and everyone loves it, and as you walk off to find another table, somebody comes up because they wanted to say something to you, but not in front of the group. Somebody came up to me and went, "Can I just ask, have you heard of the Noble 52? Are you in
Fuck
it?"
off.
No,
Honestly.
seriously. Yeah. So they'd obviously seen a magician, probably at a fucking Christmas party or something, and they'd had this whole Noble 52. They'd completely bought into it, and then they're asking me if I'm in the Noble 52. It's
I know,
brilliant.
there's me, a counsellor of the Magic Circle.
Sorry to interrupt. I just had to tell you that. Carry
No,
on.
it's the King's Secret franchise or the Noble 52 is, from the Queen's nose to the King's Secret. We learnt our mistakes from the Queen going from the Old English penny, etc. But I think the way I still love the Queen's nose with the Old English penny because it's still very old, and you would think genuinely that is an Old English penny, etc., and that you get to give them away and keep it as a souvenir. And then when with the King's Secret, there was no way you're going to give these away unless it's a really high end gig and you have to buy a new one off me. And then obviously when we came up with the Noble One, and where we kind of like created something no one had ever created before, a shell on a ring, and and the wedding community magicians in some respects, those kind of garden people, would just absolutely love it. And they said, oh my God, the reactions I get when they're holding it, and I think David Penn's thing was, it's the most expensive sponge ball routine ever for a reaction, because it's that opening their hand and they're like,
Yeah.
oh my fucking God,
Yeah.
And this year, the presentation is the Noble Virtues, and I'm really, really excited for people to see this. It's beautifully made. It's a great trick anyway. Even if Psychic Escape.
Yeah, it's
Um,
yours and Matt's adaptation of Psychic Escape, which is one of the best
yeah,
unknown tricks of all time. I said this to
yeah,
Matt when I spoke to him. It's always been a favorite of mine. And you don't see many people doing it because people consider it to be a beginner trick, and it's not. But the way that you guys have routined it with all the extras that you get for it, it takes a good trick and it makes it just freaking unbelievable.
and it's given it a reason as well. I think that's when we're putting something together, even though it's a great trick, but what's the reason for it? It's the same way, like, what is the color changing penknife for? What is it? When I did it as a bar magician doing the color changing penknives, it all made kind of sense and it was completely fine. But unless you're in the right setting for the color changing penknives, it's not there. But if you're in the right setting for, that Noble Virtues, of meeting the king and, going through your initiation with the tarot cards and, all these bits and bobs and this beautifully made prop.
Yeah.
That's all encased in one little box. It's a fantastic little table piece as well. We're looking forward to showing it to people on Blackpool, exclusive to Blackpool.
It's amazing. I can see a lot of people doing this. And even if you've not bought into the Noble 52 concept yet, which I'm sure most people have, um, this is a great standalone piece in its own right as well.
Mm.
It's just such a great thing to just carry around. It's very different, not a card trick, not a coin trick, very easy to do, examinable, instant reset. I mean, there's so much to love about this.
Yeah, it's so much fun. The reactions you get from people, and then with the extra bits that we've done just to hone that why it happened, and so you get the reaction straight away of that one, but then you get the next reaction as well from what we've added to it. So yeah, we look forward to showing it to people. But it's when you do go into Blackpool, you probably go into the main hall first. But pop up to the horseshoe first, see me before you see Matt.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. If you're gonna buy this, Greg, you know, Matt Wright's got enough of an ego. He doesn't need any more. He needs
Oh
to be.
my god!
He needs to have a conversation at the end of day one where he meets up with Mark Bennett and he goes, "How you doing? Yeah, I've sold out of all of mine. How you doing? Not a single person bought one. How come? Don't know."
I think my favourite one is just like, oh mate, how are you? Good to see you. Is one of my customers or one of the people like this I've been speaking to and all that kind of stuff. And it goes, oh, have you seen this? And they went, oh yeah, I got it from Matt. Did you now? Did you now?
Great.
But hey, we've all got things to do. We've all got bills to pay. And we've all got children, and Alana's looking to put another floor on the house, I believe.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I'm super excited about Noble Virtues. Really excited about Get Saucy, and also my stall is right next door to another collaboration I've done with Chris Congre. So a few people have seen
Well,
the
Chris
video.
Congre, I did a review with Ryland the other day, and we discovered that there's basically three things.
Please tell me you didn't see that.
Yes, he did. He did. No, we went to the car boot sale, and Chris did it to Ryland, which was just amazing. But we reviewed a Chris Congreve trick, and Ryland made a very astute analogy or thing. He said for a trick to be a Chris Congreve trick, it's got to have two of three things. I said, what are the three things? He said it's got to have two of these three things: writing on the back of a card, it's got to be very rude or have a knob gag, and it's got to be super commercial. If it's one of those three, if it's two of those three, then it's Chris Congreve trick, and that's what you've got here. You've got knob gags and commercial.
Well, Chris approached me and he said, "Look, I've got this idea, but it's a posh knob gag. It's a posh knob gag." He goes, "What do you think?" And I said, "Oh, it's really nice. I love it. It's a nice posh knob gag." And I came back and I said, "Look, I've designed this. What do you think? How does this look?" And I sent him like a 3D generated image of it. And this one's called Any Wish Granted. And this is a little genie on a beautiful coin with a genie's vase,
Beautiful.
whatever they're called,
It looks
genie's
great.
lamp,
It
etc.
looks like the sort of thing that you could make a 10-minute presentation about if you're a Eugene Burger.
Well, Chris has added in, I think, about 7 or 8 tricks to this as well, that you don't have to just do the knob gag. You can just use this as for card routines and some tricks, etc. But this is, we've got there's some great wording, which one of my magicians, Richard Newman, basically came up with when I was showing him the coin and everything. And it was like, the three rules of making a wish, right? And most people say, you can't wish for more wishes. I guess, but that's not really the right ones. Let me tell you what they are. Rule number 1 is you can't bring anybody back from the dead. Rule number 2 is you can't make anybody fall in love with you. And rule number 3 is make your wish a second. It'll come to me in a second. And when they make their wish, when they reveal the coin, and it says the posh knob gag, he goes, "Oh yeah, that's it. That's rule number 3." And it's brilliant. And the reactions you get for it is, it's just super fun. It's just that what this, and also again, a beautiful coin, something you can just sit in your pocket, or have it on the side of you, that you can just bring this out at any time, and this works in any environment. Chris smashed it over Christmas on all his corporate gigs, etc. I do it in the bar as a nice little fun bit after the show, saying, "Oh, thanks very much for helping me. Oh, let me, talk about, back in the 70s, when I was on Weston-super-Mare Pier with the little tent, and this coin was given to me for any wish granted." And but it's a fun posh knob gag, There is you'll get away with it in anywhere, in any environment. So
It's great.
so
And we've purposely not told you what the posh knob gag is because I want you to go over to Mark's booth and I want you to go and see it. Because when you
yeah,
realize what it is, it's my first purchase. You know, screw everything else. The first thing I want to do is go and pick that
it's
up.
fantastic. It's fun, fun, fun.
So
Okay, so
you've had Chris Congre.
go on.
We've got the posh knob gag out the way.
Posh knob gag, posh knob gag.
What else you got?
And now this one, this came from Alon, the Magical Society with the
Well,
spinny
you were
wheels.
in his creativity challenge, weren't you?
I was in the creativity challenge. I don't know why,
Me
but it was
neither.
really, really
When
fun.
I saw it, I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
But I gave the insights of what I do, of what, why I scribble, I draw, and all this kind of stuff. And when I spun the wheels, and I remember phoning John Morton on it as well. And I said, "What have you got?" And he goes, "I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing." And I was like, "Okay, well, I've got this, this, and this." And he goes, "So what are you going to do?" And I said, "I don't know. I got maybe I could do this. I got an envelope, money, and transposition." And I was just thinking, I just don't know. And then I went, "Oh, wait a minute," because this bugged me. This was one of these ones that bugged me. Not bugged me, but it was just card to envelope. Was you got this a red envelope, and you can put a sticker on the back if you want to make it sealed. And I thought, this is really hard to open. I remember this is hard to open, and I thought to myself, but why is it red? And Richard Pinner obviously had the Chinese envelopes, which mean obviously there's fortune, good luck, and
Yeah.
the red. I think I read something, all that kind of stuff. And I was thinking to myself, like, well, what else? What would actually make more sense and make more logic to an envelope coming out of your wallet or your pocket? And I thought to myself, well, if I pulled out an envelope that said gift card on it,
Oh, yes, mate.
and it had on the back, it said open me, or that way, open me, and it's got a terrible strip like an Amazon box, that you can just open it up that way, and inside is their playing card, ring, whatever you want, that's already in there. But it's got that terrible strip that got that corrugated, that you can just rip open, that and it's a gift card. And I thought, well, there's legs on this as well, because you could say the wedding gift, the anniversary gift. You've got so many more scopes you can do with it. And I reached out to Mr. Bonsall and said, "Is it okay?" And he goes, "Well, what are you doing differently, Mr. Bennett? Because in theory, all you're doing is colouring in my envelopes." And I said, "Well, yes and no. I've put like a tear strip on it." And he said, "Well, he goes, look, I love your ideas, Mark, and I think, and you've got some bits and bobs, and you've got some balls, etc." But he said, "I give you my blessing. Go for it." Because I also came up with an idea. I thought to myself, yes, there are card wallets everywhere, and there's some fantastic wallets everywhere. And I just thought some of the younger ones probably won't have a larger man's wallet, etc. May not have this kind of wallet, etc. And I thought, well, what else could be done for this? So I created a thing called the gift slide. Now this is the obviously the envelope, and the gift slide is something that just basically slops on the top here. It opens up the envelope massively, that you can just drop that card and it will just go all the way in to the bottom, drop right to the bottom, because it's been propped open, because it's been open. And you can have it here. Matthew Wright gave me permission for, if I made it thinner here, I can put a paper clip, so you can have a paper clip, so it clips onto the paper clip into the business card, and that goes inside. My idea for this was to, what I have been doing is when I've opened up the envelope and given it to the spectator, when they open it up, inside is actually a gift digital card from Apple, from the Apple Store. It's not
Mm,
loaded. There's nothing on it. There's nothing on it. But that's in
nice.
there as well. So when they open it up, oh my God, I got a gift. Oh my God, that's so nice. And then their playing card is in there or their ring is in there. Because this is nice. You know, there isn't anything here like you would normally have for a card slide. It would go right across. The reason this isn't here is that you can actually not have to worry because that ring will just basically pop into the envelope. It's not going to now because I've got a playing card in there. I just thought, why is that not working? That's really annoying. And so that would just go straight in because it's been widely opened. But this can
Yeah.
sit in your back pocket. This can sit in the inside of your jacket because it can actually slot onto the side of your jacket here. That can go on the inside of your pocket. It just goes in your back pocket. And so it's got all of it done. So it's a really nice thing. It's an addition to fit into a Bonser slope. If you do want to carry on still using your Bonser slopes, this will fit in a Bonser slope gimmick as well. But I just thought this makes so much more sense.
It does. It really does. I think borrowed credit card would be an
Yeah,
amazing thing with that. Yeah, that's great. That's a really smart idea. And I love the fact that you've taken it out of the wallet.
yeah, yeah,
That's super
yeah,
smart.
yeah. So you don't have to. You can still carry on and use your wallets. That's not stopping you at all. This is mainly for with the gift slide. They come pre-gummed. With the normal, if you are going to use it, if you're going to use it with the gift slide, they're gummed. They have double-sided sticky tape on them. If you are going to use them in your normal wallet, you will have to gum them yourself. Now, most magicians probably do gum them anyway, because obviously they depends on how often they perform or when they do it. They probably would give that little bit of a gum and make sure they're ready to go for their gig anyway. So it's just something I just thought it was nice that you can pop that
People are
down.
going to love that. I love the idea of having a gift card. It just makes so much sense. It's one of those things that I'm sitting here mildly pissed off that I didn't think of that myself because it's
Yeah, I know, yeah.
such a logical idea. It's one of those things that it's like, yeah, now you've pointed it out. It's like, yeah, that's the most obvious thing in the world, but
And it's
the
nice because
only obvious. Oh,
you get 50 in a pack, you get
perfect.
50 gift card envelopes in a pack. And also you also get the gift slide. But if you just want to go for the Bond Slopes style, and I keep saying Bond Slopes, but this is the gift card, but it is in the same size as a Bond Slope, and I'm truly grateful for Mr. Bonsall for allowing me to use his size. And there are things that I'm looking to do. Is the C5 envelope for more of the cabaret guys to perform it. So you can actually go in and you bring out a large gift card. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. So when you're on stage, you can.
Oh, that's great. Look at that.
So this is not this year. This is maybe coming out later. I want to see how the gift card comes along, to how people feel about it, feedback from it, how people are doing it, because people are different in every way. These are perforated, so you want to be as careful as possible. But the slides that I've created and invented have they have a natural tension on them. So when that's in your pocket and that's hanging on the inside of your jacket, that all you need to do is just push that, it falls down into your pocket. You go in, you seal it with your finger as you would do as it's coming out of your wallet anyway. You rub that across the side and that envelope is sealed and you're ready to go. And
That's
it's the
brilliant.
same way as you would do, is you would just get another envelope out, pop it into the slide, pop it into your jacket, you're ready to go again. So people may ask me, and I am going to say this, I'm not demming it.
Right, yeah. Yeah,
All
I can
right,
understand.
because that's a fortune of envelopes to go through. You know what a card of envelope is. I may just direct them to this video here. I'm not demming it. It's just going to cost me an absolute fortune to just go through hundreds of envelopes, and especially somebody go, yeah, it's not really for me. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, that's 50p I've just lost to perform to somebody that doesn't want to. So this is what it is. It's a card to envelope. This I will show. I will show the dummy version in some respects. I will do this way, but it will not be sealed and reopened and sealed and reopened, because once this is opened, it's opened. There's no going back, you know. So, but yeah, that's the gift card as well. That's
That's
so I think
brilliant.
I'm
I'm
four
sitting
for
here
it. I think four
again,
or
and
five.
my mind is racing with ideas that you could do with that. Absolutely racing with ideas. I love the idea of having that set up in your pocket with another four envelopes that are just sealed with like dummy cards in it or something, and you borrow like a 20
Oh,
pound.
for you can do
Yeah,
feature of cutting them up. Yeah,
yeah,
as
exactly.
well.
I'm thinking that, yeah, there's that, and you're cutting them all up and blah 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 blah, and the one that they're left with at the end, that's the one. Well, this is the one you didn't cut up. This is the gift card you're going to get. Oh, you got you got your own credit card. You know, it's just so much. Oh my God, Mark, you're a genius. This is brilliant. I love this. Yes.
So, and the only other thing, which is not mine, but it's a friend of mine, he's on my stand, and he's getting so much traffic on his post that he's just put up. For a person who's never created a magic trick before, hardly ever performs, and
What's his name?
he is Rich Eddens. Rich Eddens. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. He's local to me. He lives in my village where I live now, in just outside Weston-super-Mare, and it's a trick called the Sketch Artist.
Okay.
Now, this is, he performed this to me in the local pub, and I said to him, I said, I'm just like the routine, and I just like, it just put me off the trick completely. And we sat there, and I just said, what if we did it this way? What if we had this, you know, you get the celebrity selected, but then you give them a piece of paper and ask them to draw what they're thinking of, while you're drawing what you're thinking of. So they're drawing, you're drawing, and you're like going, that's not like, hold on, this kind of stuff. And you're drawing and you're drawing and you're drawing. And when you finally finish, you're kind of like, there you go. There you are, there's mine. And then they go, no. And he goes, who are you thinking of? They go, oh, Brad Pitt. Ah, perfect.
Ah, nice. That's a smart idea.
It's super commercial, really easy to do, super easy to do. And he's thought about this so much. He's worried, for one, because have I nicked something? I go, you haven't nicked anything. You're the routining, the way you're doing it, the way you've thought about it, the way you're bringing it to market is completely different. This, I'm a little bit annoyed that people will ask me, I want to see sketch artists. I'm like, piss off, get saucy, fuck off. So
You know what that
it's,
reminds me of? Do you remember when, like, every single worker in the UK about 10 years ago was doing the scissory thing, whatever it's
21st century phantom,
21st
yeah.
century phantom. You don't
Yeah.
see people doing it as much these days, but there was a
No,
period of time
and
where
I think it's on his, it was that inspired him. Darren Brown's, I can't remember which show it was, when he did the painting live on stage upside down. That inspired him. And I think most street speed artists paint upside down anyway, because
they
obviously
did they did a FISM in the opening show. They painted a photo, and then when they turned it over, it was
it,
Max Maven.
yeah, you could see it all and everything's there, but you couldn't see it until it was turned. And
Yeah,
he's taken all those little things, um, and these are these images that he's got here. He's hand drawn these. He's
Wow.
hand drawn them himself, and so and all you have to do as a magician is colour it in. That's it. And and so it is super super easy to do. The routining that I've given him for it makes it so much more fun. I remember him sending me a text message. He goes, "Well, I'm doing a friends party kind of thing the next day," and he goes, "I'm going to try that what you said the next day," because he was going, "I was getting this, yeah, well done." He was getting lots of well done. And he goes, "Oh my God, the difference from one day to the next of just structuring this routine a little bit more." They're laughing at their friend and their terrible drawing. They're looking at mine going, "What the hell are you doing?" No one knows what's going on. And then when they turn their cards and you go, "Well, what's yours supposed to be? Oh no, who's the character in it?" And then you show yours and then you turn it and you go bang, and it's just like, and they want you to sign it, you want them to sign yours, they sign theirs, and it's a great little talking point afterwards. So sketch artists will be only on my stall, and hopefully, and I think it's going to be other than mine, I'm really happy for him. I really am happy for him. It's so Rich Eddens, don't message him, don't ask him anything. He's quite a private guy. Why would you release a magic trick and still be quiet? Whoops. But yeah, he's going to be on my stand, not all the time because he's there for the convention as well. So he's there for the convention. So if I am there, I'm going to show you my stuff first before, if you want to watch sketch artists before. So because obviously I got the bills to pay as well. And we got 4 days this year. It's 4 days long. So like for myself, I'm on my own. You know, I don't get a pee break. I don't get this. I don't get that, because every sale's a sale, and I don't want somebody to miss out. I luckily I've got mbmagic.co.uk, and I do a lot of business afterwards because the people go, "Damn, I didn't get the deal." And so when you're there, here's a little really, really good nugget for you. If you've got the money and that deal is there, and you kind of like, "I only want that one," or, you know, and you're umming and ahhing, you're going to end up paying a lot more afterwards when you get home. With shipping, you got tariffs, you got this, you got that, you got this. I'm not telling you to buy something on an impulse. It's after you've done your shopping list. If you're still on that umming and ahhing, you're thinking, "Oh," and when you go home, because how many posts do we see coming up after Blackpool?
I should have got this.
Yeah, oh, where was that guy? Who was that guy on the top in the third corner? And, you know, who was doing this trick, this kind of stuff. And then you see the website. "Oh my God, it's 150 euros. Oh, he's in America, or he's here, he's there." If you're umming and ahhing, really have a think about it on that last day before you go home. You know what I mean? Because that's your clue point, because you are going to pay up a lot more later. And but yeah, I'm really excited about the 4 days. It looks like a great Blackpool. I'm looking forward to seeing some new friends, old friends, and also seeing people that I will say hello to and give them a cuddle, and then not see them for the rest of the convention, and see them again next year, as most of us do.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be really, really good. And are you on Penguins, or are you on whose stand? Are you got your own, or what are you
I've got
doing?
my own stand, which I'll pop onto some throughout, and I might be moseying down to Alakazam, but the majority of the time, I'm going to be on Penguin stand.
Yeah. Are you in Horseshoe, or
My stand is in the Horseshoe, but Penguin stand is down where it normally is, right by
well,
the.
you got to walk past me if you're going to go to your stand anyway, because I'm
Oh,
just on the entrance.
yeah, I'll be
So
actively avoiding you. No, once I've bought my stuff, once I've come over and I've got my posh knob gag and my envelopes and everything else that I need to stock up, and I've got enough Get Saucy here because I've been doing it for like 6 months, but everything else, I'm there in a
good
heartbeat.
man. Thank you, my
Yeah.
friend. Yeah. So in the Horseshoe, I'm second after Chris Congre. So everyone's going to come and see Chris for a knob gag. They come and see me for the posh knob gag, and then see Paul Martin for a booking software, a course, a course, a course, and a course.
Yeah, he's basically just wants all of your money.
But I'll tell you what though, he's done phenomenal
Yeah,
for
he has.
so many magicians for that
He's
thing
helped
that
so
he
many
started with
magicians that,
COVID.
yeah, that didn't think that they'd ever be able to get a gig of their own that are now super successful
But
because they're basically following his formula.
it was a big investment for a lot of people, and I know I took the investment, but I only wanted because I like knowledge. You know, I'm that kind of person. I like to take that knowledge and pass on those little bits and tidbits that I've gained from somebody else, or use myself. And I've paid for my course 3 or 4 times over, and the people that went right, I'm going to do this, are smashing it out of the park. So he's done very well. So if you are walking past Mr. Congreve, me, pop in and say hello to Paul, and then cross and pick up some Petty's millions of magic tricks.
You know me, all the tricks.
Oh
But
mate, honestly, the video you sent me today, fantastic. Obviously, we can't talk about it yet. No,
no,
well, we probably
yeah.
can. This is going to go out later.
Oh,
Isn't
this will
it?
go out after it's come out. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So this Cards Across, phenomenal, brilliant.
It is something that I do like literally every single
Yeah,
year.
it's
And I think
brilliant.
I got it really cheap. It's going to be like $10 or $15 because it's one
Mm,
card that you add to a regular deck.
yeah, no, I love it. It's really, really good. It's so much fun, and I just remember, as I said to you, seeing you doing it to warm people up, to make them watch the next one closer.
Yeah,
Because that's what they do. Because you do that one. That's not a closer. That's a for me. That's a like to get them warmed up and go right. You're going to watch the next fucking one with like a hawk, and you're
yeah,
going to react even more. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's a great little
That's the trick that I do before I do the trick that I'm selling.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because I know it's going to get them in. It's going to get them
yeah,
engaged. Yeah, absolutely.
exactly. And I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I am annoyed. I'm annoyed.
Welcome to my life. I'm
Stop
always
giving it. Stop. In theory, you are giving it away. In
yeah,
theory,
pretty much.
that's
Yeah,
it. That's it. That's it.
pretty much. But
But honestly, mate, thank you so much for allowing me to sell my wares.
and
You know what I
people
mean?
just one question: if somebody's watching this, because I do get a lot of people watching this that aren't going to Blackpool, if they see anything on this that they want to buy, and because you don't always put stuff into Murphy's, and if you do, it doesn't go in straight away. Can they contact you and go, you know what? I've seen the video with Craig. I really want to get saucy. I don't want to wait until it comes out. Can people contact you somehow?
It will be available about a week or 2 weeks after, or maybe sooner. It depends because I've got to get home. I've got to get back to the bar because I'm away for a week from the bar as well. So I've got loads of that stuff to do. I don't really want to start doing crap loads of logistics, of tricks, etc. So I want to kind of have time with the family because I've been away.
Yeah,
But it will be available on mbmagic.co.uk. All the tricks will be there, available to buy. I have limited stock of the gift card, because to get that shipped in early for Blackpool, and the rest are on the boat, as we know. And as all magicians know, if we're getting stuff mass produced, we have to go to a place called China, and
yeah,
they have Chinese New Year, and their rates go up. Well, we're not passing those rates on because at the end of the day, we want it to be available for Blackpool.
hmm
So many things have been made and produced, um, and I just come and see Get Saucy. Come and see Get Saucy. And I'm just for a few people, a lot of people may ask, because I think Dave loosely messaged me yesterday. He goes, "Oh, have you got? Will you have Get Smarty at Blackpool?" And I said, "It's a stayer. I think Get Smarty is one of those tricks that will just keep going on and on and on."
yeah, it will
And
definitely.
I only produce the 3D versions now, so they're the lighter versions. They come in a pack of 4 now instead of 2. They're a pack of 4. And also as well, there's a lot of people who saw me last year and were like, I'm an ahhing, and I sold quite a lot personally, thanks to yourself and the campaign you helped me with, is Airflight.
It's a
Um,
great, 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 great,
this
great product.
this is
If
I
you catch me at Blackpool and you look at my keys, you will see that there's one on my keys. You catch
Alan
Ryland,
Ronson
one on
was doing
Ryland's
a
keys.
TikTok live the other day, and it's on his set of keys.
Yeah.
I get a lot of magicians who just turn around and they say, "Do you know what? It's I still use Bunsel's ring on my set of keys.
Oh, it's my
I can,
EDC. It doesn't go to a gig with me, but
yeah,
it's with me. Or I do it more than any other trick that I do in a gig because it's on my keychain.
yeah."
With me constantly.
I do. I had a little Christmas party here at the house, and we were invited. We're in a little bit of a private road kind of thing, and we invited everyone up for Christmas drinks and everything. And they said, "Oh, Mark, are you going to do some magic?" It's like, no, I'm expensive, and but I did a few tricks, and then I just thought to myself, I just locked up something the back door or whatever, and I had my keys on me because why would I have my keys on my in the house? And I just thought, oh no, just give us your ring, let's kind of stuff, and I just did and I did air flight, and I was just like, oh my god, that is why I created it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
always there, and it just I don't use it in my show because it's nowhere to fit it in my stage performance. You know, I
Yeah.
have there's no point me making a ring vanish, taking it to my set of car keys, and then go, guess what now? It's in a pack of Smarties. Fucking hell, this ring gets about. But you know what I mean? It's just, and it, even though that's why I created it, is because it's on you at all the time. This was why I created Airflight, so that will still be there, and I'm hoping a lot of people will come round and this time because they've heard about it or seen it, just kind of want to like pick one up, come by and see me. I got some great bundle deals as well. Also, as well, this is an exclusive. I don't think Matt would have said this, but if you buy the Noble Virtues, any Noble 52 product that we have is 50% off.
That's
So that
very good.
means the Noble One, which is retailed at 90 quid,
Will be
is
45.
45 fucking quid.
A Noble One is amazing. Amazing.
And that even goes for the King's Secret as well.
Wow.
And
So
that's
there are definite
45. King's Secret is 45 quid. You're paying £22.50 for the King's Secret
that is a
if you buy the
ridiculous
Noble
deal.
Virtues. It's a stupid deal. I'm even robbing my poor dying grandmother. I mean,
So,
that's what I'm
so,
doing.
so it's important that you get over to Mark quickly before he comes to his senses.
Yes, yes, yes. Please, I've only got one left.
Funny. Oh
Mate,
dear.
thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Again, you're up late.
I don't mind. I don't mind
Love
at all.
you.
You
You're
too,
not.
man. And
You're a good man for this community. Thank you, my friend.
I want everyone who's watching this video to do me a favor. This is important. I want you to do two things. Number one, leave a comment down below. Let Mark know what you thought. And second of all, if you're going to Blackpool, head on over to the Horseshoe. Go and check out Mark Bennett, one of the nicest people in magic. He will help anybody and he won't ask for anything in return. And then secondly, after you've bought all of his stuff, go and at some point go and visit Smoke and Mirrors, which is just an incredible magic. If you ever find yourself anywhere near Somerset, go to Smoke and Mirrors. I love performing there. I love performing there. I love being there. I love watching the shows. It's incredible. So go to Smoke and Mirrors. Go and support Mark with all he does. Go and buy a gift card. Go and buy Get Smarty. Go and buy an air flight. Go and find get them all. Get everything. Get an air flight. Get it. The whole fleece him for everything he's got. That's what you need to do. And if you're not there, contact him. It'll be on his website, and you can buy it directly and get it directly from Mark. And whatever you do, remember, and this is the single most important thing, if you're interested in getting Noble Virtues, and you should do because it's based on my favorite trick of all time, do not, and it's really important that you understand this, do not go to Matt Wright. He's got enough money. Go to Mark Bennett instead. He's a nicer guy, and he needs it more. On behalf of Mark Bennett, thank you very much for watching. My name's Craig from Magic TV. I'll see you again. Goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock, which means it's time for another video. And today I'm going to be talking to an incredible dealer. You see, Blackpool's just around the corner. It's Christmas time for magicians, and everybody wants to know what's new in the dealer hall. Because let's be honest, that's what we go for, right? And I have spent the last few days interviewing the movers, shakers, the producers, the magic shops, and I've been talking to them about what they are excited about bringing to Blackpool in 2026. And I have with me today somebody who has won numerous awards as a performer. He was the Family Entertainer of the Year at Blackpool a few years ago. He runs, one of the most respected magic shops in the whole of the UK. He is a creator, he is a performer, and he is genuinely an all-round good guy. I am, of course, talking about Mr. Magic Box himself, the one and only Graeme Shaw. How you doing, Graeme?
Good morning, Craig. How are you doing? All right, all good.
I'm good, man. Are you?
Apart from the weather, terrible weather, isn't it?
Oh, doesn't it always rain up in Newcastle?
Not always. It is pretty bad at the minute. Like, I'm going to be honest, it's bad. It's depressing. It's like grey, it's wet all the time. It's just not good.
You know what? I moan when it's the summer and it's too hot. I moan in the winter when the snow came earlier this year.
Yeah.
I hate snow. I moan when it's raining. I just don't think I'm ever happy. I just, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's true. Let's hope the weather picks up for Blackpool, though, hey?
Oh, yes, of course. That's where the weather's going to be good. A seaside town on the coast.
In the middle of October, middle of February.
Middle of February, yeah. Whoever had the bright idea. It pains me to think that there's people that come to the UK and their one and only experience of the UK is Blackpool in February.
I know, tell us about it. And now it's 4 days and not 3.
I know. How's that? I keep asking everyone this. 4 days. How are you feeling about that?
So it's difficult for a dealer. I'm guessing most dealers have told you the same thing. I'd prefer to stay at 3, which is what I think a lot of dealers had said. Whether the dealers will take any more money than we would on 3 days, I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but I think people have got X amount to spend, and they'll just spend it over 4 days instead of over 3. Obviously,
so just
the
be more cautious on day one.
Yeah, but the expenses for me as a dealer are massive now compared. I mean, they were massive before, but they haven't just doubled. They've pretty much, they've got up by nearly ×3, because not only is it more expensive to get the booth, but you're going to have more. I've got to have more staff because it's 4 days to fill. I don't want them literally doing 8 hours every day, so I've got more staff, which means more passes, which means more hotel fees, which means more expenses and more everything. So yeah, it's difficult. And because we have a big stand, which that's our fault, obviously having a big stand is nobody else's fault, it's ours. Because we have such a big stand, we have to have a lot of people on it at all times. We can't just have one person on the stand because it's so big. You've got to have at least 3 or 4 people at all times. So then it's trying to work the route out. But anyway, that's not what you're here for. That's not why you called.
I spoke to Mark Mason the other day, and his plan is still to leave on day 3, halfway through. So come Saturday afternoon, Mark Mason's out of there.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I wish I could do that, but we've just got too much stock to do that. Yeah. You should see the amount of stock we've got this time.
Well, you know what? I will say one thing before we go into all of the new stuff and all of the stuff that you're going to be bringing. What I love about Magic Box, you're one of the only dealers in that room that carries a bunch of items, like all the merch items and everything. It used to be loads of dealers that did that, but slowly, you got their Alakazams that just have the new releases, the Penguins have just got the new releases. Everyone's kind of just gone with our own products, and I do get why they do that. But I love going to Magic Box. It's one of my favorite booths to go to because I love just standing there and having a mooch. I know that you're going to be bringing all of the stuff that's come out in the last month or two, that I might not find anywhere else at the convention.
Yeah, that's right.
Focusing on 2 or 3 of their own items. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we've got even more stock this year than we have previously, just because it's 4 days, so we need a lot more stock to last through the 4 days. But we've got a lot of Penguin stuff. So obviously Penguin are there, but they tend to just bring the newest lines.
I'm on the Penguin booth. I know what they're bringing, and it's all they've got one new release, and then the rest of the stuff is maybe in the last month or 2 that's come out.
Yeah. So I mean, we've got stuff from a year ago, 2 years ago. We've got a massive range of Penguin stuff there. We've got some Vanishing Ink stuff, a lot of Murphy's lines, which not a lot of other dealers will have, not just the brand new stuff, but some of the older Murphy's lines. And one of the biggest things for us is we have a huge this year, massive selection of playing cards. So I think we have been the biggest selection of playing cards previously. This year's even bigger. So like I think we've got around about 300 different decks of cards, of different designs. We've got obviously bicycles. We've got penguin cards. We've got loads of Theory 11. We've got Joker and the Thief. We've got Room One. I don't know. We've got just like loads of different dozens and dozens different manufacturers of decks. So that's a massive selection of playing cards that we've got as well as a load of kids stuff, kids magic, stage cabaret type stuff,
Oh,
as well
brilliant.
as the close-up stuff as well. So yeah, so a big selection this year. Yeah,
You've got a really eclectic range of like tons of different things. That's great.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
And
really
then, and then obviously Magic Box's own lines, and then obviously the stuff I'm going to show you in a second, and something that I'm really excited about showing you because I think you'll like this as well. I think it could be something that you'll like.
I'm very excited about this. But yeah, it's a big thing for people that don't realize that are watching this that might not know. Vanishing Ink are not going to be at the Blackpool this year. It's the second year
Yeah,
they've not been there, which means none of their lines going to be there. So if Magic Box are going to be carrying some of the Vanishing Ink stuff, and you
yeah,
like Vanishing Ink, it's probably going to be the only place you're going to be able to find that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So we'll have
Right.
that as well as loads of other stuff as well. So please come along and see us. But yeah, we've got some new stuff as well, which I'm excited to show you.
Okay, well
Um,
let's talk through the new stuff, Graham. What
okay,
have you got planned? Show me one at a time. Let's talk them all through.
so I've got four new things. We have got a couple of relaunches as well,
Okay, talk about that as well.
which we'll have on a stand and stuff from last year as well, which we talked about. We'll have that sort of stuff as well.
Yep.
I think I can let the cat out the bag now. One of the things that we are doing is Magic Box is combining forces with Chris Congreve, Stellar Magic. So we are going to
What,
be
like
doing
permanently,
stuff.
like
Yeah, so the plan is that Chris is going to be part of Magic Box. He's going to work very closely with us with a lot of new releases. I'm just so busy at the shop with general running of the business and stuff. I just haven't got time to invest in new product launches and new releases. So that's where Chris is going to come in, and he's now taken over the sort of the new side of the new products and stuff like that. And also we're going to combine both sites together so that we're going to be selling all of his stuff on our website. And we're just going to combine the two together essentially. And
so,
that's one
so
of the
what we're
tricks.
saying here is, amongst other things, Magic Box are suddenly going to have a lot more knob gags.
Exactly.
Great.
Exactly. Yes.
That's what we
Yes.
all need. A few knob gags.
Exactly. And actually, speaking of knob gags, I'll show you the first trick, shall I?
Yeah, let's go into it. Yeah, yeah,
So
absolutely.
this is the first trick, and you'll know who this is, and not everybody will know, but you will know because he is a fan of yours. This trick is called Scandal, and it's by Robert Reid.
Oh yeah, I know Robert Reid. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So Robert Reid he works on the stand. He works a few hours here at Magic Box, and this is a release of his, and we've been working on this for about a year. Um,
Well, tell me what it
And
is. This sounds
I'm going to
amazing.
show you this because you'll see what I mean when I say a knob gag. I'm just setting it up here for you. It's a very quick visual thing. It's one of those things that's not going to be for everybody, but I'll show you it. So good news, Craig. Good news.
What's that?
My wife is pregnant
Oh,
again for the
congratulations.
second time.
Congratulations.
Thank you. In fact, I've got the photograph here, as you can see. You can tell it's
Yeah.
mine because it's got a really big nose. So you can see it's mine. But can I be totally honest? Can I be
Yes.
totally honest with you? I've already got one child. When I got this, I thought to myself, I kind of wish I could go back in time because I think one child is enough. So if I could go back in time, what I would do is I'd actually probably wear one of these. Perfect for kid shows.
That is not what I was expecting to happen there. That is not what I was expecting to happen. That's great. That is great. That is
So
great.
that's the opening knob gag out of the way.
You know what? I had this discussion on the internet recently, and somebody was saying, "Oh, there's no place for knob gags. There's no place for like sponge ding dongs and stuff like that." And
Yeah,
anyone who says that, they obviously don't work the sort of places I work. Because
yeah,
I work military bases. I work places where, it's corporate events and everyone's pissed up and drunk at like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
yeah, yeah.
That's where I'm working, where you could go out and do the most beautiful 10-minute sleight of hand piece and everybody would switch off, but you do something like that and it's going to bring the freaking house down.
Yeah, it's just a daft throwaway sort of gag sort of thing. But one of the popular tricks that we had on our stand last year was the Climax by Luke Osland, which is the condom which goes back into the packet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that we sold out of last year. That was just one of those daft little tricks. It's one of those tricks I think people, I wouldn't personally use this in my work and set. Well, actually, in some places I would, but it's just a really cool little gag to bring out and show your mates at the pub. You know what I mean?
I'm going to get
It's one of
kicked in
those
the comments for
things.
saying this, but that's like a really great little everyday carry, a little EDC.
Yeah, yeah. So just a fun little gaggy thing, I think. So I think well done to Robert with that. It's great.
That is one of look. I've seen a lot of knob gags. I live very close to Chris Congre, and that's one of my favorites that I've ever seen. That is really cool.
Yeah, it is a great little thing. So that's that. That's Scandal. We've got some made already, but we're making the rest as we speak. It's not an easy thing to make, to be honest. Trying to cut and glue latex. Anyway, we'll not go into that. They're not easy to make. So we are getting more. Hopefully, we'll have loads for Blackpool. So yeah. So that's the first sort of new release. Speaking about Chris Congre, this is the second thing I'm going to show you, and this is a co-release with Chris with Stella Magic, and it's this, and it's called The Guarantee, and it's by Eric Stevens, who's had a few releases over the years. Eric Stevens, and this is you can see the new logo on the bottom there, which is Stella Magic box release. So this is a trick that's been brought out through us and through Chris Congre at Stella Magic. And I can kind of show you this, I think. I'm going to quickly...
Eric Stevens is a very clever performer.
Yeah.
I've always... Go on.
This is a trick that we got the rights for off him a while ago. And when I saw the video, I thought I knew how it worked. Then I watched the video back a couple more times and I was like, actually, that doesn't work how I thought it worked. And it did actually fool me. So I'm going to angle the camera down a little bit just so I can show you this. This is not the ideal performance situation. Where have we got? So we've got a joker, which is not mega important. I'm going to put it here so you can see it. We've got a joker and a pack of blue bicycle cards. All right. 52 cards, 52 choices. Now the joker, it's not mega important, but it's just a player in the game. But I will tell you in advance that there's something written on the back of this joker, which I'm going to come back to in a second. Now, what you would do is you'd have the spectator take that joker and place it anywhere in the pack. Okay, so I'll just quickly do that for you. And the spectator can literally do this and place it anywhere that they like. But what you say to the spectator is keep it face up because I don't want you to see what's written on the back. And you're going to place the joker in the position that you think is right. And I need you to place it in the correct position. Now, for you, that's got no context. So you're just going to have to guess. So the spectator can literally take the card and just place that joker pretty much anywhere they want and slide it into that pack. Is that fair?
That's very fair.
Obviously, you would be doing this, not me. So that can go in anywhere. Now, if I had to guess, if I close the cards up like this, I would guess that's just round about halfway through the pack. If we look at the side there, you can say it's about halfway through, about halfway down the pack. So if I had to guess, I would say position 25, 26 maybe. But there's only one way to check that, and that is just to go through the cards. I'm going to put this here so you can see I don't switch it. And we're going to count the cards to see what position the joker is, right? So we're going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is amazing. We've actually put it in exactly the 26th position down. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
So definitely. 25 here makes the joker the 26th card down.
Yep.
26, does that mean anything to you, Craig? 26. Is that your door number?
No.
It's not part of your mobile phone number, part of your PIN number?
No.
26. The joker has the 26th card down. Remember I said there was something written on the back of this joker?
Yes. Oh, that's very nice.
The number 26.
That's very nice. That's very nice.
There's no rough and smooth on it. It is a regular blue deck. There's no rough and smooth on it. They can literally put it anywhere they want. and the card is in the correct position every time.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and when I like I say, when I first saw the trick, I thought I knew how it. Well, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
that's that thing.
that's fooled me. I don't
That's
know.
that sort of thing where you turn them over, and but it's not. It's not. I watched the video back and I was like, hang on, that's not how I thought it was done. So it is. To be honest, I've shown it to quite a few magicians over the last few months, and it's a bit of a fooler, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
A bit of a magician fooler, completely self-working, and I mean like completely self-working. My 9-year-old can do it. That's how easy it is to do, and it works every time. So that's effect
That's
number 2.
good. That's great. Yeah,
The
I
guarantee.
don't see how that would work. Yeah, I'm fooled. I'm fooled. That's great.
They're not double
Eric
cards or
Stevens is a
anything. Yeah,
really smart guy.
he is. He
And
is. He is.
and as Chris Congre has promoted it with you, I do say that a Chris Congre trick has to either be a knob gag or have writing on the backs of cards. So it's consistent. This is good. This is good.
I like it. Yeah, Chris has got some really great ideas, to be honest, over
Oh, he
over
has.
the,
Chris is amazing.
not
One of my
yeah,
favorite.
he's got some really good stuff. So I'm looking forward to working with him more in the future and bringing more cool stuff out like this. Right, going to move on quickly because I know we're on a time scale here. Now, this is a trick which I can't really demonstrate, but I'm going to sort of show you what it is and explain to you sort of what it is. And you might, I don't know if you'll remember this. So this is a trick called, this is effect number 3 that we've got out. It's called Insertion.
Oh, your mic's just got a bit quiet, Graham.
Who's ringing on the screen?
Who? Typical.
Chris ringing. So this is called Insertion, and it's a card through window effect. Now, we brought a version of this out 21 years ago.
Okay.
In fact, this is the original trick here, the original booklet called Insertion. And like I say, it dates back to, you can see the date on there is 2005.
Yeah. Wow.
Now, what this is,
I don't
is
remember I don't remember this trick at all, but I do want you to know that I love card through window. I always have. I think it's such
yeah.
an amazing part, and I've seen various different versions of it, but you know, I've never really been happy with any of them for a variety of different reasons. So I'm really excited about this because I've
Mhm.
been looking for a really good a really good card through window for ages.
Okay, so let me explain the workings. This is the first, and as far as I'm aware, the only self-working card through window, and I mean completely self-working. So this is the effect. I'll quickly talk through it, and I might even show you the gimmick in a second, so it's a really interesting gimmick. The effect is you have a card selected from a deck of cards. You point to a window where there's a question mark attached to the window, like this. This is stuck on the window.
Okay.
You have a card selected from the pack. The card vanishes from the pack. You can hand the deck to the spectator, and the cards vanish from the pack. You point to the window where there's a question mark. You remove the question mark, and now taped to the window, like in this photograph, is the card sellotaped to the window with pack and tape. You
Oh,
show that the card is clearly on this side of the window. As you remove the tape off the window, the card visibly goes through the window onto the other side. The
really?
spectator can now go around and remove the card from the window on the other side, and it's a regular card.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm going to show you the gimmick. I'd love to perform the whole trick, but it's difficult here because we don't have the window set up. We will have this on the stand, but I'm going to briefly show you the gimmick because I think the gimmick is very, very clever. It's a really cool gimmick. So this is the tape gimmick here. So imagine this is stuck to the window, and watch this. As you remove the tape, the card
Oh shit.
flips behind the tape.
So are you telling me like what would happen is you've got that tape there, and
Yeah,
as you go around the other side to like remove the
it's better than that. You just pull
really?
the tape off the window. So I've got a duplicate here. So you've got a regular jack. This
Yeah.
jack, or whatever the card is, the matching card is stuck on the opposite side of the window. This then goes on your side of the window, but because this card is slightly bigger than the real one, this card is
Hide
hidden
that
behind it.
card. Damn.
So what happens is, as soon as you peel the tape off, I mean, I can even do it here, not very well, but watch. Now,
That's
the spectator, without really pointing it out, can even, depending on what window, this still looks like it's on that side of the window until you then show that it's not, it's on the opposite side. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. That's brilliant.
So that goes behind the card. So this is stuck on this side of the window. The regular card is stuck on the opposite side with the glass in between. And as you remove the gimmick,
That's brilliant. That is
and the
brilliant.
card is now on the other side of the window, and now they can go and grab that and take it off. So there's a sort of half-hour instruction video which has additional ideas. You can do this signed if you wanted to. So you could do the old method of, where you palm it to a colleague who takes it and sticks on the outside of the window, as long as the card is signed in the middle.
Yeah, yeah,
Which, to
obviously.
be honest, is quite a large amount of the card when you look at how big the tape is. The tape, this is just a regular piece of tape. You can put your own
Or
tape
you
on
could have
here.
them sign it on the back.
Yes, yeah, you could have it signed on the back as well. Yeah, that's a good idea as well.
Because then you've got to go over and take it. And then
Take it to show
boom.
that it's on the back, of course. Yeah.
Wow.
The trick itself also comes with a split card gimmick, which I won't go into because it's not really mine to reveal. But it's a split card gimmick, which is the same gimmick you get in Houdini deck, which is the lock deck, and you also get a version of that in Richard Sanders 30 Seconds to Stun, which you flick the card,
Yep.
allows you to force the card and then give the deck to the spectator, and the card's vanished. I mean, you can just force the card in any way that you want, which is the way I personally do it. I just force a card and then palm the card off. But it also comes with that gimmick. So if you're an amateur or a hobbyist and you're like, oh, I don't want to force the card and then palm a card away, you're worried about that, that gimmick does it for you.
That's brilliant. That's amazing, man.
And obviously, you can cover this in any tape you want. I've just got it covered in packing tape, but it's the same size as duct tape if you want to use duct tape. And there's different ways of doing the card through the window. You don't just have to do it visibly. You can just pull it off the window. But the way that Brian, the guy who came up with this idea, he actually peels the tape off and covers it with his hand and rubs it like that as he removes the tape. With his fingers open, it looks like the card goes through the window as he rubs it like this. Yeah, it's a really good little gimmick. It's a great gimmick. And it comes literally ready to go out the packet with everything you need, ready to do it straight away.
That's amazing. That's really good.
Right, I've got that written down.
How I would. You know how I would. You know how I would.
Craig Petty, amazing.
I love that. You know how I would do that, and I would do that on the stand.
Yeah,
I would get like you've got behind you a picture frame.
Yeah,
a normal picture frame, like the Magic Box team or something, and I'd have the tape put on the picture frame, and have the actual card behind the picture frame. So that you can have you can say, I've taped to this. I've got a picture here. It's not really about the picture, but I've taped a prediction to it. You've got your question mark in front. Question mark, boom. You show that you've got the card there, and then you say, well, show me real magic, and you take the tape off, and then you can hand them the picture frame, and now they can feel that the card's gone through the picture frame. It's actually on the other side, and that makes it really practical because now you don't need to go and find a window. If you've got a picture frame, you could be doing a little parlor show, have a picture frame there, and you could have it literally right there. And you're good to go. You could even incorporate the picture frame into the prediction. So you can say, I've got a prediction here. I predict two things. I predict a playing card, and I've predicted a celebrity. And it's a prediction of like Tom Cruise or something. So using like digital force bag to force the celebrity, then you force the card, and you go, have a look at this. Boom! You take the thing off, and it's a card picture of Tom Cruise. But then you say, I'm not really a mentalist. I'm a magician. So let me show you some magic. Watch this. Boom. And then you just hand them the picture frame. And now the card's on the inside. And then reset it, open up the gimmick, put it back on the picture frame, and you reset, ready to go again. So if you're demming it on the stand, but also show, that'd be a super practical way of doing it where you don't need a mirror, a window.
Great idea. Great idea, because I've been working, we've got a frame and a proper window for the stand and that. See, why don't... I mean, I thought of that. To be honest, I did think of that, Craig.
Oh, I'm glad you did. Great minds think alike, right, mate?
Yeah, that's a great idea for demming it. Yeah, that's really, really good.
Takes up less space.
That's why you're Craig Petty. That's why you're Craig Petty, and I'm just like a little magic box person who just sort of just sells tricks.
That's no,
Right.
that's
So
amazing.
what I'm up
I'll
to
be
now.
picking one of those up. That's brilliant.
So that's three. That's three. This is the thing I'm most excited about,
Okay.
and I'm going to have to put the camera back a little bit. This is still half developed, so this is the one of the prototypes.
Okay.
And I'm really excited about this. And the reason I'm excited about this is because this is something I'm physically using in my shows.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring it out for you. I think I can let the cat. Sorry, I can let the duck out the bag. He'll get
Oh,
it
hang
for
on,
the
hang on,
moment.
hang on, hang on,
Come
hang on,
on.
hang on, hang
Have you
on,
already
hang on. Don't say
have you
anything.
already
Don't
spoken
say
to Thomas
anything.
Moore?
Don't say anything. About a month ago, I was
Yeah,
at Thomas Moore's warehouse,
yeah,
and he showed me something.
yeah,
He said, "This is what I've been working on with Magic Box,"
yeah,
and I said to him immediately, "I need one of those in my life. If this is what Thomas was telling me about,
yeah. It is. Yeah,
then this is a game changer."
yeah. So what a great job he's done on this. This is like I'm just so excited to be able to show people this. Because this is right up my street. You know my
Brilliant.
Rocky,
This
my
is going
sort
to
of
be the
Rocky routine that I do, the animatronic Rocky where it comes out the box and it finds the card. This is essentially not a replacement, but my alternative to doing that for my shows. Because
yeah.
obviously I've done that Rocky for the last 10, 15 years. And I've always loved Dippy Duck, right? And a gentleman called Joe Francis, who's an elderly magician, lives in Jersey, came to me with an idea and said an electronic Dippy Duck. And I loved the idea. And here it is. So this is the actual box that it's going to come in, or a similar sort of thing. I'm just going to get the camera in the right position here so I can show you this as best I can. There's a few additions to this, but it's going to come in this really cool carry case, which is kind of done up a little bit like my sort of Rocky box. This will have a handle and stuff on it. Now, what's great about this is you build this up and you show that it's an extremely dangerous animal. So imagine at the start of this show, you say, "Good, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to have a great show. We have got lots of things in the show. One of the things we've got is a really dangerous animal. We'll come back to that a little bit later." Now, what happens at this point is this box goes like this.
Really?
It starts to rattle around.
Oh,
All right.
wow.
So they can see this, and you go, "No, not yet, not yet. Calm down. We're going to get you out later on. We're going to get you out later on." And then it does it again, because it's on remote control, so it rocks the box for you like this. So you build this up through the show, saying it's an extremely dangerous animal. We're going to get it out. We're ready. Kids, sit down, arms crossed, because I don't want to bite anybody's fingers off. It's extremely dangerous. Let's bring it out. And now you lift the lid off, and inside is a wooden duck, which will get a laugh, right? Now you put this out the way. So without going too much into the routine and stuff, because I'm going to be doing this on the stand, this is a fully animatronic Dippy Duck. It's strapped just onto here just for packing purposes. But this is an amazing bit of kit. So you can get rid of the board. This is a full animatronic duck, but look at this. There's just nothing to it at all. It looks just like a normal duck, right? So let me make sure he's turned on. It's going to come with two remotes. Like I say, this is one of the first prototypes that I got to see. And I bet the battery's flat. I'm not going to be able to show you this properly working because I haven't got the batteries set up. So I'm going to just talk through it. It's going to come with.
I don't care. I don't care. I can imagine.
It comes with.
This is. I saw Thomas Moore doing this in the warehouse. This was freaking brilliant.
Yeah, it's such a good bit of kit.
Oh, good.
So it's going to come with two remotes. I mean, he'll tell you more about the technical side of things on this. But this got two remotes. The first remote is a slider remote, which you slide up and down, and that basically makes the head go to whatever position you want. So you can make the duck dance if you want by just maneuvering the slider switch on here, and it can dance to music. You want to do the full card thing, you can slide it down and bring it back, and that'll make it go down and pick the card. But for me, what I wanted is a 4-button remote, which is what I have for the Rocky box. So the remote that comes, the extra remote, which has 4 buttons on it, one button will make it pick a card.
Yep.
Another button makes it rock inside the box. So one button you press and the box will rock and vibrate as if something's wild inside the box, going mad, going raggy, as I like to say, here in Newcastle. And there's another button which Thomas has called the chaos button, which we'll love. You press a button and the duck just goes mad. It starts just pulling cards out and just throwing them out. So it'll do it 5 times. So imagine this in your show, and you say, now, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to pick the card. You put the cards in as you walk forward to the kids. Your back's turned. You press the button, and he just goes nuts and just starts grabbing cards and just chucking them in the air. Imagine the kids are going to go absolutely nuts. Let's do it. And you turn around and you go, no, no, not yet, not yet, not yet. You don't. Calm down, calm down, calm down. He just wants a bit of bread. We'll give him a bit of bread first, and you can give him some bread or a Greg's pasty, is what I do in Newcastle, a bit of Greg's pasty. So you can have a bit of Greg's pasty to calm down. You can do all the normal gags. You can put obviously the blindfold on him, the old Tommy Cooper thing, do all that sort of stuff. One other thing it's got built into it is it's got a sound chip. Aidan, can you grab the other base from over there? I'll just show you this sound chip. So it's got a sound chip built in it. So one of the buttons will actually activate a sound, which would be a quack, or it can say anything you want. So it'll record up to 12 seconds. So again, this is just a prototype. This will all be built into the duck itself. There's a speaker built into the base and a sound chip. And one of the buttons will do this. Or you can record anything you want onto the sound chip. So you could record, F off. So, you can say to the duck, are you ready to find the card? Quack. Are you ready to find the card? Off. If you're doing an adult show, or quack off, or you can say anything you want, The other great thing about this is because it's Thomas Moore Creations, who's a genius at this type of stuff, he can also program those 4 buttons to do different things. So if you wanted to, it could quack and go halfway, for instance, or it could quack and then pick the card on one of the buttons. It will come pre-programmed, obviously, with the 4 things which I wanted or I would like it to do. But there's just so much scope in it, I think. Now, whether you would play this as in, because obviously the other remote is quite small, so you could literally just, for magicians, you could hold this like a normal duck and have your hand underneath it with the remote hidden in your hand. So you could hold it here, and now magicians are just going to think this is a regular dippy duck.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Yeah, it's a regular dippy duck. It does the thing, and then you say, it'd be really good. Obviously, if it was blindfolded, we're blindfolded. It'd be really good if the card was signed. Let's have the card signed. It would be really good if it did it itself and I wasn't even touching it, wouldn't it? And now you walk away with your back turned, and obviously it'll now pick the card without you even touching it.
Dude,
pull it out. It's their signed card.
I love this so much. This is
just a beautiful bit of kit. All the electronics, everything is hidden inside the duck itself. The battery compartment's hidden on the bottom here. So the batteries just slide into here. Just takes AA batteries at the moment. This hole here is for an on-off switch. So you can activate the duck as you pick it up and turn it on. There's also a hole in the base here, which will be for the on-off switch. So as you pick up this box from the floor, or you're loading it on stage or whatever, you can actually just press the button underneath, turn it on, place it on the stage or on the floor and on your box or whatever, and now it's ready to rock when you press the remote. So loads of scope with this, I think. But I hope you can tell that I'm like genuinely excited about it.
This is amazing. How much is it, if you don't mind me asking, Graeme?
So we think it's going to be about $12.50, we think.
That's
the price is still getting worked on between me and us and Thomas and the guy who came to us originally with the original concept, Joe. Joe Francis, like I said, is an elderly magician. He lives in Jersey. He's been a customer of Magic Boxes for years. And he had a prototype built. Now, if I showed you the prototype, I won't show you, but the prototype was essentially a regular dippy duck with like a windscreen motor built underneath, and it had this big box underneath it here. And it was sat on that, and that was what operated it. But what Thomas Moore has done with this is incredible. It's what a bit of kit this is. It's a great
that
bit
is
of kit.
Amazing. And for anybody who hasn't like invested in like a bigger, more deluxe trick for your shows, That's kind of what my kid show is all about. It's all about doing stuff like this, and my
Yeah,
family shows are the same. And I've got Thomas More I've got Thomas More stuff in my warehouse that's like 10, 12,000 pounds.
yeah, yeah.
His stuff isn't cheap. This is cheap by Thomas's standards. This is great.
Yeah, I just think it's, like I say, it's not cheap. I mean, my Rocky box was around two and a half, I think two and a half grand, I think they are for one of those. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's paid me mortgage for the last 15 years, right? That. So as an investment, for me, that box was worth every single penny. Yes, even I looked at that
Yeah.
and I went, two and a half grand for that. Wow. But I needed it because I did Rocky so much.
Yeah.
This, I think, is the same sort of lines. What I love about this is, for me, when I do my kids show or my family show, kids magic has to fool adults as well. And
Yeah.
I've always said, and I'll say it to the day I die, Dippy Duck fools adults. When you think about it, what happens is you have a card selected from a regular pack of cards, it's signed, it's lost in the pack, you place it in front of the duck, and the duck pulls the card out of the middle of the pack, and it's their signed card. To
Yeah.
an adult,
So
it's
I do Dippy Duck at the moment, and I
yeah,
actually do it in family shows, but I've done it in
yeah,
cabaret shows, and I actually use my Mind Blocks deck, and I talk about how
yeah.
I use the Mind Blocks deck because obviously then it's a Bengali deck, obviously, so it's the easiest thing in the world to do. I don't have to do a control, I don't have to do anything. But I've got this whole presentation about Lego and kids and how I love Lego as a kid, and it's incredible. It's not just a kid show trick. It's really not.
Yeah. No, I think I love it. I'm really enthusiastic about it. I've used it in a Dippy Duck in my show for years. I've played around with the prototype in the show. I've done it to my son a couple of times, and even the idea of he goes to touch the duck and I press the button and it goes to bite his finger, he thinks is absolutely hilarious. You can put it down, you could have a kid up on stage with you, or even adult, and as they go to put the cards in there, the duck goes to get them. You know what I mean? So I mean, think of
I
the
love the
possibilities you
idea
could
of
do
the
with it.
chaos button as well. That's just
Yeah,
so
yeah,
funny.
yeah. It just goes
So
as
funny.
as I say in Newcastle, it goes radgy. It just literally just grabs the cards and starts chucking them, which I think is really funny. Um, but yeah, I love it. So this is called Francis. This is the name we've just come up with, by the way, over the last couple of weeks. Francis, the uneducated duck. And it's uneducated because it goes a bit nuts, it's a bit crazy. It rocks the box around it, goes a bit nuts in the
That
box.
is.
And the box is all, cool. It's got stickers all over it and stuff. Even the packing crate is amazing. Look inside the packing crate, you'll see it's all sort of padded and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it all literally packs away really nicely. That fits over the top of the duck. There's a couple of clasps either side of here, which will clasp it. Handle's going to be on the top, which this is a prototype, but there'll be a handle. So literally it's ready to go.
You guys
There's no
have thought
setup.
of everything with this, haven't you?
Yeah, there's no setup. You literally walk in, you put that on the stage, handle's there. When you're ready to do the trick, you can press the button on the bottom because there's a hole there. So you press the button, put it down, ready to go. When you're ready to bring it out, you unclasp it, lift it up, ready to go. So it's literally it's a work as trick, it's a work as effect.
It really is. It really is.
It's ready to go. So
I
yeah,
love that.
she's giving you a bit of side eye.
I love it. Love it, man. That's
So
amazing.
yeah, so there we go. So that is
That's your four new
the
releases.
sort
You
of
said you had a couple of relaunches as well.
yeah. I mean, we're hoping to have some more money spinners as
Oh,
well.
good. Yeah.
They are getting even harder and harder to make, so we will have some of those in limited quantities. We've also got a relaunch of Deal of Misfortune, which is a Jasper Blakely trick.
Oh, great. Well, Jasper.
Which is a really cool little pack of trick. We've got a relaunch of that, and we'll also have ours and Chris Congreve's Hop and Coins as well as stuff that we had new last year, the card morphs.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're also hoping to have, because Luke Oasley is not there this year, because he's at the Fringe in Edinburgh. We've got a load of his stuff as well that we're selling as well. But we're just waiting for that to get delivered. So
Yeah, well,
it's exciting
I had an
times.
interview go up with Luke on my channel a couple of weeks ago, and he
Okay.
actually promoted that all of his new stuff's going to be on your booth on there.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we're going to have all of his stuff as well. So yeah, I'm excited.
You should be.
But that's
And if
the
anybody's
sort of,
coming to the convention and they've seen something here that they like the look of and they want to get it, but they're not coming to the convention, obviously they can go onto your website and you
yeah.
you ship worldwide, right?
Yeah, we ship worldwide. I mean, all the effects I've showed you, except the duck, are currently on our website. They set that out of stock, obviously, because we're launching them at Blackpool. But you can go on and you can watch the demos of the stuff on there if you want to see the demos again. They are on the website at the moment. If you click on, well, there'll be a banner on the page, on the home page, which shows you, and we'll be putting it in our newsletter over the next sort of 2 weeks before Blackpool. But yeah, there's a Blackpool 2026 section on our website which has our new releases and some other stuff that we're pushing as well for Blackpool, stuff that we're excited to sell, not just our stuff, but new stuff that's on there as well.
And the website is magicbox.uk.com.
Yep, magicbox.uk.com, baby. Not baby, don't put baby on, just .com.
I take you to a very weird website, I imagine.
Yeah, don't do that.
Awesome. Graeme, congratulations. This is, I think, I've been interviewing you for a long time. I think this is the best launch lineup that I've ever seen for Magic Box.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
I think this is incredible. I think there's some amazing stuff here. The card through window is, and everything you've shown me is great. Just really, really great. And the duck, my God. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. And if
thanks. Appreciate it.
You want to find Graeme,
and it's not just me. It's not me. I've not invented any of it.
I mean, you've made it happen. You've made it happen.
Yeah. Well, people come to me with stuff, and then we try and develop it. That's what we do here. So all good.
And if you want to find Graeme and the Magic Box team, it's the easiest booth to find. You literally go down the steps into the main dealer hall, and they're right there in front of you. And it's pretty much the first stand in the Empress Ballroom, and probably one of the biggest. Our stand is massive. It's a big stand as well, so you can't really miss us. But yeah, please pop over, say hello. Oh, and also I forgot to tell you as well, if anybody wants, this is exclusive for you, right? Well, it's not exclusive, but you're the first to hear about it, right? If you come to the stand, right, and you mention Craig Petty and Net Tricks, you get a free trick. How about that? That sounds great. Wow.
So all you're going to do is come to the stand and say, can I have my free trick on behalf of Net Tricks? You get a free trick. And that trick is a really cool trick. It's called Finger Impaler, which is a trick we brought out years ago. We're giving those free to your people, your customers, your client base.
Oh, thank you.
Anybody watching this video?
Well, I'm going to be the first person over there. I'm going to be saying Net Tricks,
yeah.
Oh, Finger Impaler. That's amazing.
Come over, mention Net Tricks, free Finger Impaler.
Man, thank you. You heard it here first. So, guys, you go down the stairs, you get into the main dealer hall. You do not turn left, because if you do, you're going to get masoned. Nobody wants that. You keep walking straight forward, and then that's where the Magic Box team is. Go check out all of their new stuff. Go mention the Net Tricks, and go and support Graeme, because Graeme and Magic Box, they are the good guys in this industry, and we definitely want to support them. So, Graeme, one more time, I know you're really busy. Thank you so much for coming on the channel. I really appreciate it. And congratulations on Magic Box continued success. Thanks so much, dude. Good to see you. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks at Blackpool, and I'll even buy you a pint. How about that? Sounds good to me. And guys, do me a favor, comment down below in the video. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you think in the comments. That duck, Jesus Christ, that's great. And then go check out the website. If you haven't already done so, by the way, go onto Magic Box's website. Go and sign up to their email list, and you can keep up to date with all of this stuff as well. So make sure you do that. And then Graeme and the team will see you at Blackpool. I will see you again tomorrow with another video. But until then, thank you so much for watching. On behalf of the legend himself, Mr. Graeme Shaw, my name's Craig Petty, and you have been watching Magic TV.